This past summer, dozens of little girls waved goodbye to their parents and began what was supposed to be the adventure of their lives. Many of them never came home. During the early hours of July 4th, torrential rains caused the Guadalupe River in Texas to rise rapidly, and floodwaters swept through a summer camp called Camp Mystic. It was a flash flood, which seemingly happened suddenly and without warning. The camp was quickly overwhelmed, and 25 children died. So did 2 teenage counselors. Well, tonight, the families of some of those victims are filing a new lawsuit. According to that filing, a flood watch was actually issued before the flooding started. That flood watch specifically mentioned a threat to Camp Mystic. The filing claims the camp had plenty of time to prepare for the floods and to begin evacuating. Matthew Pohl is part of the lawsuit. His 8-year-old daughter, Abby, was killed in the flood. Matthew and his wife, Kristin, say Abby loved the outdoors, hiking to swimming holes and snow skiing. She was a big fan of Taylor Swift. She loved reading and eating crumble cookies. Most importantly, she loved her parents and her 2 big sisters, who were also at Camp Mystic and survived. Abby's obituary read, "She was a loyal friend with a kind heart, possessing a depth of empathy beyond her years. She genuinely loved everyone." Kristin and Matthew Pohl join us now. Also with us is the lawyer representing them in that lawsuit against Camp Mystic, Kyle Findley. Matthew, Kristin, you've been through what no parent can imagine. Tell me why it was important to file this suit. Is this seeking justice on behalf of your daughter? Is this preventing other families from going through this awful experience you've gone through?
This is intended for transparency, accountability, and to ensure it never happens again.
You say in this lawsuit that they had plenty of warning and that the alerts going out specifically cited Camp Mystic, and yet nothing was done?
They simply didn't prioritize the safety of these children. They chose to tackle other, saving equipment instead of relocating these girls.
You're talking about the owners of Camp Mystic?
Yes, ma'am.
And this camp, these cabins in this camp are all in an area known as Flash Flood Alley. It's called Flash Flood Alley because it floods so often, so quickly. Apparently there were ample warnings to the camp that they were putting cabins, ironically, cabins with the littlest, youngest girls right next to the river in what they knew was a floodplain.
Absolutely. It's just incredible. It's unbelievable. We are lucky that our older 2 daughters are still alive. The 2 of them had to walk by their sister's cabin as they evacuated. And one of our daughters asked if they could put her on her back to save her, but was told no. And Abby was left in her cabin.
Camp Mystic is known about these events. They were complacent. They simply didn't act in a timely manner. They had every opportunity to save these kids. They prioritized other actions like securing camp equipment at critical hours. Every minute mattered that morning.
Kristin, Kristin, you raise a very important point. The camp put out orders that all the girls were to stay in their cabins, along with their counselors, by the way. Girls who disobeyed and left the cabin to go for higher ground survived. All the girls who followed the directive to stay in their cabin, they all drowned.
Correct. Chloe Childress and Catherine Ferruso are our heroes. They risked their lives to stay with our girls because that's what they were told to do. And that's why we're here today. That's why we no longer have our children with us.
Kyle, you say that is there documentation to prove that Camp Mystic knew that they were putting these children in danger by putting them in cabins that they built that close to the river?
Absolutely, and this is a problem that's going on for a while. Is there were FEMA designations for floodplains when they were several of these buildings at issue, and they fought those designations. They fought those designations so that the cabins could be where they are, and this is there have been, as you pointed out, flash flood alley. It's known to these leadership at this camp that this is a dangerous area that has a propensity for flooding, that it's right on the river. And not only that, the documentation related to the warnings they had on July 2nd, the Texas Emergency Response Department.
2 days before.
2 days before, exactly, initiated that, hey, there's going to be a flood and we are going to head and release resources to this county for this flood. And no action was taken. July 3rd, flood watch, same thing, no action. And then a flood warning, no action. And it wasn't until hours after that they started to come up with a plan for the first time, only after, as Matt pointed out, they secured equipment first. Lawn equipment was more important than protecting children, and that's the issue.
Well, Kyle, please keep us posted as this lawsuit progresses. Matthew, Kristin, thank you so much. I know,
Absolutely.
Kristin, that the last letter you got from your daughter from Camp Mystic read, "Dear Mom, I'm having so much fun. I love you. See you in Austin." My heart breaks for you and your family, and I hope you get justice on behalf of your daughter. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.